Do I need this?
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just works out. Who's the newest person? Okay, so let me ask you this: who got on board this week? Okay, Matt in the back. And some of us are kind of crazy, but that's okay. We find out that, when you're just passionate about something, you have fun, you'll attract others in the same manner, man. So we have a lot of fun. But my name is Luke, and that was me getting a haircut last week. Pretty random picture. Internet's scary. What else, No, we did an event, and we did it in a barber shop. So you'll end up doing events wherever you need to do events. But, I was asking them here to just have some fun, create a culture. That's my topic. So, it's really, we were just talking about this. I just grabbed a turkey sandwich, and Matt and Daniel, I know it's there in the back, brand new, in high school, about to kill it, right? And we were talking about the same exact thing. And this is really understanding that Vima, you guys, is an amazing vehicle. Think about, what we were talking about today. All the stats, figures, facts. When you see the room, obviously you're not the only one that feels this way about the company. If we can get this room full, we can get another room double the size, fill that one up too, and then the stadium or whatever. Like, it'll keep going as long as we keep doing the legwork and understand that creating a culture is everything. And I really learned a lot of this just from experience. And I remember when I was in Vima, I was an executive, and Jed Boinaloos came into Vima. This guy, see what I mean? He's killing it. Got the blues everywhere, right? The blue flood. He came into Vima, and he just had this fire about his team and culture. He still has it, And the thing I'm telling you guys, you will duplicate whatever you are. Your excitement, and if you're in the events and you're doing events, which if you're doing events, you're growing. If you're not, you're not growing. Just to let you know. But the culture is, whatever you are. I remember people. I remember meeting with people, and they're like, I don't like network marketing. Everyone in there. But they like the concept. They realize that it's the best way to build financial wealth, but everyone they've met, they don't like or whatever, right? They're probably just making excuses. Create any sort of culture you want. Because it's not about the industry, it's not about your upline. You can create any sort of culture you want, and the reality is, that's going to duplicate. You are going to duplicate whether you like it or not, or whether you realize it or not. So if you're doing the wrong things, you're going to duplicate that and wonder why your group fell apart. Okay? I really got you thinking, like, what are the wrong things? We don't have time for that. But I'm just telling you, the culture, you guys, you can really create this thing, and it will continue to grow forever. And the point is, what's the culture here? Passion. Have passion when you're talking to your group. Have passion when you're doing your events. That is the number one ingredient. If we were making an awesome cake in here, and Vima's the cake, right? How to make $1 million a year. Passion is the number one ingredient. And it's funny because that's always been something on my mind. I remember hearing this from Darren Hardy, who's a publisher of Success Magazine. He was talking about back in the day when he was in the industry, that was his number one thing he looked for, was passion. He would sort through passion, sphere of influence. Are they leaders? Those are his top three things. Passion, sphere of influence, and are they leaders? And you think about that, everything you want in your business, this mic is killing me. Okay. I think it's the wire. I'm used to everything's wireless. How did I do that? I changed batteries and vacuum. So check this out, guys. You will duplicate whatever you are and try to be the best you can be. Be passionate when you're talking with your leaders. Be passionate when you're showing someone the business. It has to be instantaneous. Oh, you're in Vima? Yes, I'm in Vima. Man, right back at them. It's like a hot tennis return, right? You serve it, and you hit it right back. Yeah, I'm in Vima. You're not. It can't be like, well, as you're doing it. So like you're like saying sorry. Yes, I'm in Vima. I picked up I was fortunate yesterday. I bought a new TV at Best Buy. $3,000. pretty excited about it. So I can do home events, the other ones. And the girl came outside. She was like the loss prevention chick. She comes out, in the yellow. She comes out, sees my truck, which I was able to get a Ford Raptor. Right? So she's like, oh, that's my dream truck. And I'm like, oh, cool, how are you going to get it? I just went to recruiting mode. But she just had this, sour face, she just had one of those Sour Patch Kids. When she saw Beema on the back of my truck, I got the Builder Pack sticker on there. It's like, oh, Beema. I'm like, what have you heard about it, And I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, the nerve. I'm the one in her dream truck. I got a Beema sticker. What's up? My point is, she said it. It's not whether I got her on board. To be honest, I don't like fighting for all those. It's just very tiring. I have stuff to do. Sort of, right? So when she said that, it wasn't like, well, it's easy because now I'm an ambassador, but you have to think like that. Here's the point. The mindset starts first, not the income. Right. Okay? The income doesn't show up, and then you're like, I'm going to really do this. I'm going to really turn this on. It's the mindset first, you guys. You got to wear it like a badge of honor. Right. You don't need to fight all the time, and it's not about that, but it's just confidence, man. Yeah. You ask, I didn't play the dating game too long, but, what are girls like? Come on, look over here. Confidence, I think that's pretty important. I don't know. It's the same thing. Imagine that's an attractive quality in a leader, in a potential prospective boyfriend or something, right? You have to be confident, guys. People will not join you unless you have that swag, that posture. Okay? And understand that goes back to your culture and your team, too. So once you're in and all that, you just got to turn it on, you guys. It's a mindset thing. And this is what screwed me up for a long time. When you're in the business, and this is just goal setting, right? Your current circumstances dictate your behavior often. Or let's say this, your current circumstances of where you are dictate your attitude. And then your attitude stinks, so you keep getting the same results. There's a little Bob Proctor coming out. Hey, right. Pay off. So look, it's like you're on the freeway, you gotta take an exit. You gotta switch it up. So you gotta just trick yourself. Who cares? Drink the Kool-Aid, man. Drink the Burr, whatever we're doing. Here's the thing I realized. Either my beliefs are gonna make me poor or they're gonna make me rich. Yep. So I chose, it's a little challenging. Most people avoid thinking at all costs, right? It's a little challenging to think and change the way you are. We constantly just keep going in the same path, and you have to literally turn it. It's like a switch, man. You turn it on, and you see people that get in a Beema. No one in this crowd, right? I'm not looking around at anybody, but they get in Beema. Shut my eyes, so don't make eye contact. They get in Beema. It's like we were at a home event, and there's like the OPR there. You're like older people, and you look at you like. See, when people get in Beema, guys, and it's like a fun environment. And I love having fun. That's what attracted me to the business. Okay, but we're here to get results, right? Right. You're not going to get the house for your mom or you do all this crazy stuff unless you turn it on. So I'm telling you guys right now, Napoleon Hill, I think it was a quote from him. He says, the way to get rich is to put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket very closely. So I'm just telling you, and I remember sitting with Jim Brogan, who's amazing, which is CJ's husband, who's the guy that got the Phoenix Suns on board. It just shows you his energy and time to do that for us. And I remember sitting in his office. I was in Beema. I was doing this little real estate thing maybe, and I had a job. And he's just like, this was 3.5 years ago. I had a little part-time job. And I was just kind of being average at 3 different things. And he goes, what are you doing? What do you mean what I'm doing? Doing bro. And he's like, no. He's like, you got to pick one thing and just go all in. Yeah. Just turn it on, man. I've seen people do it immediately. I've seen people never do it. They never click into that beast mode mentality where they just get it done. Right. So So I'm telling you guys right now, it's whatever you are, the passion as an individual, the culture that you create comes from you and your beliefs. And you will, I'm not trying to get weird and new agey on you, but you will start attracting those kind of people in your life. You'll have something to talk about, you know? You talk to some people and you can't even get a conversation started except for the weather. Yeah. But it's because you have no like interest. So when you start changing yourself and turning that passion on, you guys will start having great conversations with other people. And they pick up on your energy, you guys, and you'll start creating an amazing culture. And you focus on taking the reins. I'm going to tell you this too, creating a culture. How much time do I got? 4 minutes left? Look, people come into Vima, thousands. The number one reason why people quit, in my opinion, is lack of belief and their self-image. Vima is amazing. Okay? We can talk about Vima for forever. It's awesome. I mean, DK literally grew this thing organically, perfect, and it's just getting better all the time. Okay? It was the best thing I'd ever seen in this pre-Verve, pre-app, pre-card program. It was still the best way I'd ever seen to make a 6-figure income. Okay? And it's just gotten better. So Vima's not the issue, and this is where Kiyosaki, I believe, is talking about how people don't have emotional stamina. They don't have the guts to go for their dreams because the variables are us. You don't know, and it's funny, I was doing a lot of conference calls with this team in Canada, and I got like all these engineers on the like all these super smart students. They're trying to figure it all out. I'm like, dude, you're not going to figure it out. You don't know who's going to come in your business. You don't know how it's going to happen, but you figure out why you're going to do it, right? And you go after that. And so when you take that upon yourself to take ownership, the number one reason why people fail, their self-image needs a little prepping up. And they got to change a couple things. For me, I just had to turn it on and be like, I am that guy that's going to make millions of dollars. I am that person that's going to do it. And it was cool. It was fun to kind of hang out at the events. Like I said, it's kind of like that warm, fuzzy feeling showing up and having fun. Even if, you're not hitting your goals because you keep showing up. But it's about you guys, man. If you're in my business, whatever, great. If you're in someone else's business, whatever, great. Just look at the leaders in here and be like, I'm going to pass everybody. I'm the badass person in this room that will make more money than anybody else. Understand that. It's not about me. It's not even about Brad and Morgan and all these people, dude. Forget them. It's about you. Wow. Okay? And it's, and you realize that. Just mentally, marinate on those thoughts. That you are the next top 2, you're going to pass Tom Outcast. Okay? Because you're either going to believe it's going to happen, or you're going to believe it's not. One of them gets you to your dreams. One of them gets you back at the job that you hated. Okay? And understand this. Okay? Number one reason is belief. Secondly, you guys, is people don't take it upon themselves to really go through their list. The belief I took upon myself and the culture I created when it changed, when my income changed, it was a belief that the next list that we made through the new guy was going to take us to the next place we needed to go. Okay, that's the belief. So it's yourself that you can do it. Now, you can do it is a big difference between are you willing to do it. You're able. You guys are all able. Everything you need is at your fingertips, literally. iPhones. Okay, and right at your fingertips. The difference is, are you willing to go pay the price? You know it's going to take sacrifice. Don't sit here and be like, I want to make $1 million a year, and you're going to continue on your same schedule. Wow. That's fantasy. Go play the lottery. Okay, we're in the best vehicle possible, but for your life to change, your life has to change. Okay, look at your list and go, okay, I saw this in Tom Outcast's living room. Wasn't this big, but he's drawing circles, right? On those big art pads. And I said, okay, I don't know if this is my lack of belief back then. I don't know if I'm the guy, but I'm going to find 2 of them. You have to the left and your right. When someone on your left hits 6 figures and somebody on your right hits 6 figures, what's your income? Not quite. $250,000 a year, guys. Which is more than, based on the stats, more than anyone you know. Okay? And it doesn't have to be your friends, because realistically, your friends probably financially aren't very good anyway. I mean, that's usually how it is. You have like one or two friends that have the discipline and they're studs, you know. But most of our other friends are like, hey man, thank God it's Friday. Oh, whatever, it's Monday. You know, like they live for the weekend. So look at, you have a left and a right. Have the belief, have the discipline, and build that culture and letting your group know that the next list you make contains Vima's future top 50 increments. And you got to operate like that. Okay? When you make that list, man, do the best you can every time you talk to somebody because you don't know who you're talking to. And you do the best you can because you bought into the fact, you drank the Kool-Aid, that's the next dude or chick or whatever that's going to kill the business. And if you don't bring your best, they're not going to respond. Because studs will only follow studs. To catch a big fish, you got to be a big fish. So you bring that upon yourself, focus, give them the energy, and understand that you guys will start duplicating. That clock is just like a bomb. Somehow it resets, so okay, that's magic. Okay. Look guys, when you have your list and you're staring at it, I want you to be excited. Trick yourself. You know, I was stuck at executive for like 2 years. Okay? And school was alright, you know, when I was single, I didn't need much to be financially kind of independent. I was making around $4,000 a month, which was double what I could touch at a job, so I was having a good time. But then I got hungry, and I remember I had to switch it up. Even at the rank of executive, to go from exec to whatever I wanted to be, I had to personally enroll, I had to get in their list, and I had to stop waiting for someone else to do it. I don't even know who that person was, but I was like, well, it'll probably just happen. Crazy thinking. Insane thinking. And that's what we often do. We're like, oh, well, you know, Stu's brand new, I enrolled him today, and there's a meeting on Tuesday night, and I go, hey Stu, welcome, builder pack, awesome bro, I'll see you there Tuesday night, peace. What are the odds of him showing up with anyone? Like one person, like little brother or something? You know, you gotta spend the time with him. I'm telling you guys right now, this is overlooked by most people. I'd say 9.5 out of 10 never understand the power of the list and the culture of creating that in your team. I'm talking about 10 minutes because it's that important. You start there, you fail with them, you bleed out with them, man, like that was a really bad phone call, okay? And they're looking at you like, are we good? Like, that's normal. Like, okay. If you're not there, they don't even call the next person. Most people. Okay? And you just go through it with them. Yeah, it's work, but you know what, guys? You want to be millionaires? Come on, okay? Keep going. This is the only work in Vima. I'm telling you. That's the only time you're like, man, this, you know, for me at least, I'm like, yeah, well, this is cool and all, but I'd rather be at a home event with people there magically. How do they get to the home event? You go through the list. Create the culture, you guys. See yourself as that individual. I'm done. I'm out of time. But look, guys, see yourself. The mindset starts first. You know, it's like you make that definite purpose that you're going to do it no matter what. You're going to die trying. You really believe it, and you act on that. Everything starts coming together. You start meeting the right people. You know, like your car breaks down. You're like, who cares? I'm going to Beamer 98 anyway. So that's my thing for the culture. Just be passionate and understand that if it is to be, it's up to you guys. That's not right. So if it is to be, it's up to me. That's not right. Understand that people come in this business all the time, you guys, and most people never turn it on. Whatever it is. They don't turn it on. They kind of tiptoe through the business, and that's how they